Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids Week 7 Day 3 and happy 4th of July everyone. So, we actually have a pet related to that today too, the little Freedom, so I haven't bothered getting this guy yet. Let's go and do just that. Since it's one of the weekly ones, we have to actually go and manually change our team. So let's go into a green-blue and just use standard Divine. So we'll just type in Divine. Get everything we normally use. Divine Ishbala. I can't believe I still don't have Divine Ishbala mythic. We only have one copy. Oh no, 2 copies of her. I should probably go just use an orb on her with how often I use her, but I still haven't bothered. By the time I do, they'll probably nerf her immediately. No, I don't think they would nerf her. They were talking about it though. They were considering moving her down to like 40%. I was like, no. I don't think they should ever move anything down to 40%. They should just add 50% for everything and then just rebalance everything around that. Okay, let's see. Because they can't just be, have favoritism to some types and not others. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Infernus. And now I'm looking for Divine Protector. Wait, Divine actually searches properly on weapons now? Why did it not earlier? Well, apparently they did something small to go and fix that. Anyways, let me go move that, and we're good to go. Okay, so we got our weapon, Infernus, Upestet, Divine Ishbala. Let's just clear through them now. Yeah, the game plan for today is basically stream for a little while, probably the normal hour that we normally do, like right now. Then probably checking to see how crowded Bonefish Grill is and just probably heading over there and just waiting out the line. And then probably heading to Broadway to the beach just to walk around. There'll probably be a bunch of people entertaining and doing stuff, like those little tip things and, you know, when people are just playing instruments and stuff like that. And then I just wait there, feed the fish, and wait for the fireworks. And that's probably the game plan for today. And then probably munch when I get back at the house. Yeah, that's pretty much my game plan for 4th of July. I'm not doing it with any family, just, or, you know, I am doing it with some, but it's just within the household. No traveling required. I don't know, I've never been a big fan of traveling, at all, even for holidays or anything. I don't know, it's just something about traveling I just never really cared for. Yeah, we'll go and take the red, grab all that, take another red, didn't get the cascade, take the other one, and double kill dead. Yep, happy 4th of July. Also, hello everyone, didn't even say my hellos. Hello Traylon, hello Hyper, hello Romaine. Let's see. Hello Zidicus. Hello M78. Hello. Hello Steve. Hello William. Hello Captain. And hello Jamie. And hello everyone else. Welcome. Also, I don't have anything festive to wear for 4th of July. Nothing at all. I would have if I had anything. I don't even have a small little flag. Which is kind of bad. Actually, I don't even think my house has a single flag on it. We'll go through the Infernus then. And then we'll just go for the kill. And then just double kill it with Upestets. A solid double kill. Pretty much every single hit it ever does. There we go. Really easy to counter with Barrier, but obviously the AI doesn't bother doing that, so it's pretty easy to take them out with it. My setup's pretty straightforward. It's not anything really that complicated. I could probably screenshot it right now. Actually, let me see. I'll go get yeah, might as well. Let me go show it real quick. Let's see. How would I go and do this? There's actually a way I can make this a thing that occurs. Let's see. But yeah, it's really straightforward. It's nothing too over the top. Let me go 1 second. I'll need to go make a layer for it, but I'll go get it up in 1 moment. Let's see. Where's the thingy for it? I know it's in here. Where'd it go? I can't see it because it's being all weird. Anyways, add a display capture, I believe is the right one. Yeah, I have 0 display capture, so that's definitely correct. We can tell by the infiniteness that it is indeed working. So you guys should be seeing that right now, right? That's not just me. Yeah, you guys should be seeing that too. But let me go click OK to that, and then go and condense everything over. And let's see, move this back where I would normally have it. Wait, why is it not showing my head now? Oh, because I put it over top my head. Good job. Hold up. Let's see, I have a head somewhere in here. Where's my head? There we go. That should be kind of correct now. Let's put it behind the game itself as well. Oh no, but then it would be completely invisible. Okay, that'll work good enough. So let me go move that over to the side. Put the calculator in place. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really too special. But this is what my entire screen normally looks like. Oh, and then of course the chat right there. And then that's normally what it looks like. I can see the game right there, my head, my chat, my other chat, my any kind of alert things over here. The game itself normally would be like this. But yeah, this is normally what I'm seeing when I'm doing my thingy on my one screen. Okay, let me go disable this now. But yeah, that's normally what my perspective looks like as I am doing this. Sometimes it has a few other things too going on, but that's generally what it looks like. All on one screen. All on one small laptop screen. Okay, we'll go and move that down. Get the double explode. No wonder I can't see with my eye patch, I know, right? That's also why I can't see in general. I will be fixing the whole one monitor thing in the future. I just haven't really bothered doing it yet. I know almost all streamers use multi-monitor, I just don't. Okay, we'll go and double kill there. We're in Furnace, hopefully that's enough damage. If it cascades a skull, it will be. And we'll fire her again. If anyone has any other questions, let's see. Stream? There we go, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, stream had a mini death. It didn't like me showing full screen apparently. I don't know. That probably had nothing to do with it, but we'll throw that down. We're back. I'll throw the Infernus. I mean, throw the Ubistet. But I was just mentioning, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. And that this would be the only stream of the day, of course, since it's 4th of July. And if you guys want me to just go over anything, just, I just said that twice, didn't I? But because I can't remember what I didn't say from earlier when it went down for like 30 seconds. But anyways, yeah, we're mainly just going to be doing the raids for today, as soon as we get the new festive pet. I believe we're getting another free copy of it tomorrow, too. So if you didn't earn the pet from today, due to not having anything that's capable of defeating the, current battles that we're doing right now, which you should be able to. It's Strix, they're relatively weak. But if you're not, you get a guarantee copy of it tomorrow, assuming you're logged in every day. And even if you haven't, I think you have one extra day of leeway to get it. So if you're logged in today, tomorrow, and the following day, I believe you still get it, even if you didn't log in yesterday. It doesn't do anything, though, unfortunately, other than just help towards your pet mastery. That's the only thing it does. It has literally no effects. It's a cosmetic pet. It's the first cosmetic pet they've ever added to the game, and it just does nothing. All you can do with it is just put it on your shoulder if you want. We'll be festive. You know what? We're actually going to put it on our shoulder and be festive for today, and go and name it and everything. Your question is, if no Ubistet and no Infernus, should you wait before you use Divinia Diviner? Yeah, you'd be better off using 4 times Dragon if you didn't have any of the better mythic divines. 4 times Dragon using Divinia, as long as you only have Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul plus Divinia is enough to win every battle in the entire game. Pretty much. Almost every battle. You just throw like a Dragonian Monk in there just for some protection, maybe even Dragatar for more protection, and just play it out like that. But yeah, it would be much better in the context of dragons than it would be in the context of divines if you lack some of the better divine damage. Hello, Zero! How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty standard 4th of July. Basically, just wait until nighttime comes and then party. Pretty much. Okay, let's go and take that down. Go for all that. Though I do have to say, I haven't done a cookout for a while, though. Mainly because I have no yard to do so, and I know no one, like, in my area that does it enough to actually go to one. That is something I miss about 4th of July. When I was in New Jersey, I would do that, like, every single year. For a lot of holidays, actually. Either a cookout in our backyard, cookout in a neighbor's backyard, stuff like that. What do I even need? We'll go take that over. Throw it into a poke here. Which one's lower? We'll go for that guy. Ideally, we'll get Archer turn, throw this, get Ubistet to full mana. Ubistet, how do you have 0 mana? Or you did prior to us casting that. What is going on with your mana? Well, we'll go move that over. I'm trying to set up an Ubistet here, not really working that well. There we go, that's what we need. And come on, end your turn, or end my turn, and there we go. Or end the cascade, I should say. We even get a map off of it, it was cascading so much, and there we go. How many little freedoms do we get? 1! Okay, that's fine. He's not that useful. So us only getting 1 isn't really that big a deal. If it was something else that was more useful, I'd be more concerned about that. But yeah, why would you ever bother actually upgrading these useless cosmetic pets? The main reason being is, of course, it still counts towards your pet mastery. As you saw, our pet mastery just went up by 1 from having this guy. But that's the only thing he does. He counts towards pet mastery. So we'll go upgrade this guy. He's useless, but still, again, we need him for pet mastery. So we'll get 5 gems from this. And if we upgraded him all the way to max, or, you know, it does 25. So eventually, he would technically give us 20 gems and 1 orb for maxing him out. So yeah, you still get something from it, it's not that useful. It's be the absolute last pet you would ever bother leveling, but since I pretty much have all of them upgraded. Also, I need to go name him. Let's go equip him for today, and let's go upgrade him, rename him, and, America! There we go. I have named my little freedom the proper American name. There we go. And we'll wear him for the rest of today, maybe even tomorrow as well, maybe the rest of the week. And we did get 5 gems from upgrading him. But of course the main reason is to try to push it into an orb. This was an orb from earlier from something I got. And let's see what we get. Come on, blue or purple? Okay, it's not green. I'm fine with that. Though I would have preferred blue or purple. There we go. Yeah, for the most part, it doesn't really matter how many you end up getting. It only counts towards upgrades. So unless you really want to get those orbs, that's the only thing it counts towards. It gives no bonus. Like, actually, I don't even think I showed it yet during the stream. But if we go under this, it says no bonus. And if we click on it again, oh, it doesn't even bring up a page showing no bonuses. But if you check on the thing, it just shows a whole page of no bonus. If we go under game and thing, it just shows a whole page of no bonus going down the line. We've upgraded him from no bonus to a better no bonus. And then a better no bonus. And then it just keeps going into a bigger 0. We'll get the most gigantic 0 ever. But it does nothing. Anyways, let's go into raids and spend the rest of our time here. I keep forgetting 2. I actually have to do these. I can only ever leave 1 of them. I keep forgetting. Every single time I keep leaving like 2, which I don't want to do. But then it just keeps stacking, and you retain them every single time you don't do them. So I need to make sure I do them every single time. And I can only ever not do 1, because that will allow us to repick it the following day. But then again, we're then forced to have to use our repick on it. So technically, it'd be worth doing all of them every single time, unless we just desperately had to repick it because we can't do it. Like if we got one of these when we've upgraded all of our troops. I made sure to keep a couple of them unupgraded so we could go and do that. But anyways, let's go. And also, for the level 16 thing, it's fine if you do it above level. So if you, like, save and ascend, let's say, on, like, a troop that's about to become, like, legendary to mythic, and then you level it once, that still counts as leveling it to 16. As long as it's above, as long as it's leveling to 16 or higher, it still counts. Anyways, what was I doing? Raids. So let's get into raids. It's going to be a pretty easy week of raids. We're almost at the 8th reward. We might actually have it by the end of the stream. We're very, very close. Way ahead of schedule because so many people bought more of the packs to get the legendary ingots. And that probably will be the case for a couple of instances. Look at this. We're midway in our guild. But we still have a lot of battles to do. Looks like Hero's going for leaderboard too. What's that? Haven't seen anyone from my guild go for it for a while. He is. He's going all out. He's 19th place right now. Very nice. No wonder why we're almost already there as well. But of course we have 14 more battles. We keep getting 4 per day. Still using the same as always. Don't really think there's much of a need to change out of this. We're using Mang, the Ray Troop, the new Scurvy Convert, and Captain Skullbeard as our main team. And it's been going okay. Some battles have been a little iffy, but that it is raids. That's to be expected. It could be translated into small I. Let's see. You can upgrade all pets. There are no tasks for pets. Oh, okay. Has that been confirmed? I assumed there wasn't, but I'm always paranoid about it. It's like, okay, let me just do it just in case. Has anyone actually gone through the files and posted anywheres the full expansion of absolutely everything that's available via tasks? I don't think anyone's done that yet. And if there is, please let me know where that is. Because I'll need to go look over it. Might even need to get that data just so we can do a video over it eventually. Just like how to tackle every single task in the game. and just put them into categories. Most of them are tackled the exact same way. You basically just run Dragon Soul with like your hero, and you know, you just keep spamming Dragon Soul, double shot it in like challenges, and then you're done. But of course, there's several other ones that don't work that easily. I'm going to not take the Doom Skull because there's a chance we can double kill. And we got it. That's exactly why I didn't take the Doom Skull. And all we have to do now is apply one skull to him or hit him several times. And that'll be that. So we have Enrage and everything, way more than enough damage to kill him if we find Skull, or we could just simply go for one more cast. So there we go, one Skull, and it's way overkill. Way overkill. Got another one over top. That was like over 500 damage right there. That could have almost hit him for max. Actually, that would have killed him for max HP. Didn't even need the Mang. Well, actually, technically we did, because we needed it for our attack value, but, you know. Anyways, let's go and, yeah, keep going down them. Hopefully we'll get the orb by the end of the stream. That'd be pretty cool. Small request from a longtime viewer. You have to leave to be with family in 15 minutes. If you could give a code... Oh, yes! I will go give out the code. Yes, I do have a special code for today that Salty gave us. What's in it, I do not know. We'll find out in a second. But, yeah, we'll go give out the code right now, or right after we finish out this battle. So, yeah, we'll go give out the code. This battle shouldn't take too long. Yeah, she did give me a special one. I need to make sure my thing isn't full screen so I don't show all the codes. Luckily, it's not right now. I should probably just go disable that so I never accidentally do it. Where is it? Let me go disable the full screen display capture just to make sure I don't ever accidentally do that. Because I could definitely see me doing that. Okay, I've deleted the display capture. There we go. Okay, let's go and get full mana. Get the poke there. Go for Mang. Go from there. And yeah, we'll just go for it. Get our damage that we need. We'll kill him out by normal means. Hopefully he doesn't die to a random skull. I guess that would be kind of helpful, but we'll go kill him with this. I keep wanting to hit that because I keep thinking that's her ability. Because of how Bonnie Rose also has a gun for her ability. I've made that mistake so many times now. I didn't do it just then, but still. It happens quite a bit. Okay, we don't have any good converts, though I might still go for it just because of Cascade chance. Didn't get it, but at least we got a decent amount of mana. I think we just go for it again and throw another poke at him. That'll kill him. And, ooh, a bunch of reds. I can go take a skull there with it. So we'll do that. Take that out. And all we need now is one more skull. We'll just go for this and hopefully get lucky. I didn't quite get it. Okay, we'll go and, I guess, Mang him down and try poking him. Would be the next best bet. Yeah, that'll be what we do. So we'll go for that. That takes out most of his HP. We'll throw a little poke at him. Takes so long to poke him down by non-Mang means. But we have 300 attack right now. Wow. We just get one skull on him, we'd be good to go. That just hits on our barrier, so it does nothing. This hero class is so ridiculously good for this game mode. I want to try it. I really want to see how it performs in Invasion. Because with it in Invasion, we'll be able to essentially be invincible. Since, what's his name won't be able to kill us. Like, the only thing that could potentially kill us right now is Zugoff in most situations. If we're playing the battle very safe, the only thing that can technically kill us is Zugoff. Especially once we have immunity, so we have immune to poison, so we can't just get rid of our barriers. But in raids, I mean, in Invasion, there is no Zugoff. There's nothing that has instant kill. So, yeah, we'd kind of be safe. Not like 100% safe, but, you know, a lot harder to die than in this game mode. Especially if we actually have good troop options. Also, what is the raids for next week? I didn't even double check yet. Raids, I mean, I keep saying raids. Invasion for next week is... Oh, it looks like beasts. That's interesting. We can use Forest Guardian. We might also need to use Warden hero class. Because Warden can start with half mana off of that. I'll probably still use Titan, though. We'll have to see. Because we still have half mana with Titan. There's actually a lot of hero classes now that have half mana automatically. Oh, we gotta be careful that he doesn't get full mana, don't we? I think it would still be better just to rush Mang, though. Ooh, stop getting mana. Stop getting mana. Stop it. Okay, I'm forced to have to take a yellow so he doesn't. So we'll do that. Oh, I forgot to give out the code. No! I'll do it right after this one. My bad. The awkward moment when I forget it 1,000 times. Okay, we'll go and... what do we need? What do we need? Do we take a blue? He skulls us. I probably should have left that for him. Take another blue. Start hitting Zugoff. Really need one skull so badly right now. And once we get it, we win. Still don't have it. I don't have a good... Oh, yeah, I do have a good convert. So we'll go for that. Take the other one. Take skull. Okay, we should be safe from here. Nice double skull. Throw this for the kill, and then we only have one left that we can just get off a random skull. We're in rage 2, so we can't dodge us. And... didn't get it. Still didn't get it. We'll try forward off a Cascade. Still didn't get it. Actually, he got it, but he can't stop both. And there he goes. Squirrel. I know, all the squirrels. Okay, let me go do the code now. I'm not forgetting this time. Okay, redeem code. I have no clue what's in this code. I think it's one of the runic trait stone codes, which technically, if you're a late game player, is actually worse, not better. Let me see. Where did you put it? Oh, there it is. I found it. Let me go mark it, copy it, see if it works. Wouldn't that be sad if it doesn't work? I didn't even double check it earlier. Probably should have. But if not, we still have other codes. It's not like we don't have codes. It just wouldn't be themed for today. But let's go and put it into the code checker. Put that there, put that there. I'm not a robot. And redeem. And it is successful. Yay, okay, good. So this code does indeed work. And the code is July 4th. There you guys go. Wait, is it orcs or beasts? Wait, 1 second, my bad. I might have read the wrong one for next week. My bad. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I read the completely wrong troop. You are correct. It is orcs, not beasts. I misspoke. I looked at the wrong troop. But yes, my bad. It is indeed orcs next week. Ignore what I said. It's orcs. That's interesting. A lot of orcs can hit pretty high. Most of them lack mana generation, though. There's some summoners. I think with Mang, it would be okay. Too bad there's none of them that actually utilize other troops' attack on your team. I believe they all only utilize their own, any of them that do boost on attack. But yeah, there's the code, everyone. What it gives is... I actually don't know. Let's see. It's... Wait, this is a normal code. What? Well, it's a normal code that has more claims, apparently. Well, apparently we just have a normal one. But it has a lot more claims, so... everyone who sees it should definitely be able to get it throughout this entire stream, hopefully. Has like 500 claims or something. Yeah, it's still the same normal one as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. And you probably want to save the gem keys for this Friday when we might be able to get the new mythic. Generally it takes about 1,000 gem keys, and we actually almost have 1,000, which is kind of cool. It could, well, obviously we could get it a lot earlier than that, though we could get very unlucky and get it a lot later than it, but nonetheless, we'll be giving it a shot and see what happens. Anyways, let me go clear through a dungeon and then just finish out, or not finish out, but do the rest of raids and work towards that. But yeah, no problem for posting code, everyone. Next time we'll have codes will probably be this Friday for our normal Friday and Saturday stream. And there'll be pretty big streams as well, because we have 2 new pieces of content. We'll have the new hero class, which I'll be power leveling, as well as doing the new game mode to power level it, as well as just doing other stuff. I'll be trying for leaderboard on the new game mode, as well as we'll be doing the new mythic. New mythic's coming out that will be released tomorrow, on Friday as well. I'm still not used to streaming this early, but yeah, on Friday it's coming out. So not so much the following day, but yeah, we got quite a bit of content coming this Friday. Should be nice. As far as which one's better to spend your gems on, I'd probably say neither. I will be spending on both, but that's mainly because stream, what are you doing? Stream doesn't like this time of day. Oh, it's back now. Yeah, that's like the second time the stream went down. It just hates this time of day, I guess. But anyways, what was I mentioning? I was mentioning something about... Oh yeah, it's not actually worth throwing gems at either of them. Even though I will be throwing gems at both of them. That's mainly because I just want to show them. I want to power level the hero class so that we will have it. Just to show off its perks. I want to get it to at least level 70 as quickly as possible by the end of the weekend. Just so I can show what it does in a video. I don't know if I'll go all the way to 100. Probably not. I don't have that kind of time. Even with the new game mode, I think that wouldn't be enough EXP. But, yeah, I mainly just want to show both of them. The new mythic is kind of average. Slightly above average if you're newer in the game, but if you're newer in the game, you probably don't have the resources to actually obtain it. So the people that need it don't really, wouldn't really be able to get it. No, I am not doing that, though I do have a absurd amount of tabs open right now that I probably should have closed before doing this. Normally I would have, but since I'm streaming at this time of day, I haven't bothered closing out all of them. Let's see, we'll go and move that over. Go throw down a double explode. And, I'll just go for that. And we just rage and kill it. Hey, Enrage actually did something against his 75% reduction. And down he goes. I think we would have had enough damage regardless. Oh no, we wouldn't have. Enrage actually did go for the kill right there. Sweet. As you can see, Enrage does hit through all traits, including 75% reduction and all that, which is nice. Can you see the new Mythic replacing anything in the best Divine team? No. It wouldn't replace anything in the best Divine team ever. It would replace stuff in True Damage teams. But True Damage teams aren't really ran these days. But, yeah, I wouldn't really bother much with the new Mythic. It's, we'll be testing it some and seeing if it might be better than what I think it will be. And of course they could tweak it some. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm like checking here to see if I could go check it, but we can't. Archie, can we? Did they accidentally show it? Let me see. Click show all. Archie, click on owns. Nope, only Zugoff is there, which... Does anyone even own a Zugoff yet? I would assume people have by now. It's very, very few, and no one would really be using it on defend, unless they're showing off the fact that they have one. But yeah, next mythic, what it does as of currently is it steals magic plus 3 life from the 2 weakest enemies, and then steals 8 magic from the 2 strongest. So basically, it one-shots the 2 weakest, and it steals 8 magic from the 2 surviving ones. This would be good if and only if you're able to secure a double kill with it off your first cast and then another double kill off the second cast. If it takes you 3 casts, it's not worth it. And for most people, it's going to take upwards of 3 casts, so it's not worth using. It's also really bad against divine teams. If you're up against any team using Priest, you are pretty much going to just auto-lose, because true damage against Priest is really bad. It's one of the other reasons why Divines are so bad right now. Though even if Priest wasn't popular, that would still be the case. But Priest is insanely good against true damage. Not only does it gain a lot of HP through various means, it also has a 2 heal to all allies per turn. Has multiple different ways to gain HP, like 2 HP to all Divines per turn, as well as 2 HP to all troops every extra turn, and it's just insanely tanky at keeping the entire team alive, particularly against HP damage. So, yeah, it's just not going to be good against it, and just isn't going to be good in general. Has Fairy Fire to a random enemy whenever it takes red, so kind of like Queen Titania in a way. It's basically a true damage version of Queen Titania without extra turn, is basically what it is. It's also thematic somewhat to Yagwe as well, and it does synergize with Yagwe too if you really wanted to use them together. You could go and, actually, maybe not as much, but it has the magic reduction stacking, which if you want to go like magic reduction spam is decent. It's really particularly good against teams that are full AoE, like things that hit all enemies and stuff like that. Things that are really magic dependent, it'd be okay against, like dragon teams and such. But yeah, for the most part, I don't foresee this being used later in the game. If you somehow have it under level 500, it might be decent, because people at your level range that you would probably fight more often would probably be easy to kill with it. But more often than not, I would just never really bother with this mythic, unless true damage makes a really huge comeback. And no, you would not use it with Divine Ishbala, because Divine Ishbala denies your reds, which makes it so you can't get Fairy Fire. So you would probably never use this with Divine Ishbala, even though it is technically a Divine. Yeah, it's an okay mythic. It'll make true damage slightly better, but true damage is near useless. It's probably one of the weakest types of teams currently. At one point, it was the absolute strongest, but it just isn't good anymore. Anyways, I'm looking for raids, and let's get into the battles. Also, we're almost there! Anyone in my guild who's on right now, let's see if we can actually get to 90,000 by the end of this stream. We're very close. We only need 5,500 more points or so, and I'll probably be getting like 1,000 or so of that, maybe even more than that. Yeah, every single battle we're doing is like 300 something. So actually, we could probably solo that. If we used all of our battles, we would actually solo it, though I don't have the time to do all of them. But if someone else in my guild is actually doing them, we should be able to make it. But yeah, the new Mythic's pretty underwhelming for the most part. It's going to be one of those things that we get just to get it. Just for the sake of getting it. And because Kingdoms now require you to own like 1 Mythic within the Kingdom now. Which, so basically every Mythic ever we will need. I forget what star level requires that off the top of my head. But there is a star level that specifically requires you having the Mythic from the Kingdom. So we do need to make sure we always have every Mythic. Which we pretty much already do, regardless. Oh, why did I go for that? I should have got full mana on Mang instead. Because that wasn't enough damage to kill, obviously, since we don't have, we gotta give him another one. Since we don't have Mang down yet. But now every one we do will be a one-shot. I feel like taking a Brown right here just for protection's sake, just so we get Barrier back. Then again, maybe he'll deny it in a way that gives us a Skull. Oh, I can just take this one. So we'll take this. Hope that he goes for giving us a Skull, and he actually does, so we'll do that. Barrier protects us from any damage. He'll get a bunch of stats effects. Okay, now we don't bother barriering anymore because he just disabled our capability to keep our shield. Basically, there's a 50% chance now every single turn we lose our barrier if we were to have it on, so no point in trying to spam it anymore. I guess we'll go and... how do we do this? I guess we'll take a red, why not? We'll take... Oh, really? You would get a Skull off that Cascade. Okay, we'll go grab all that, get our mana. Not much to do here, so we'll just poke some damage. Hopefully get a Skull Cascade somewheres. That's not what I meant by that. Oh, that's actually really bad. Hold up. That's why you take Browns. Hold up, we got a problem here. We could actually lose. Okay, we'll go take this skull. At least it's not a Valraven fight. Or was it? No, it wasn't. But yeah, this could be bad. I still haven't gotten him killed yet. He's still a while away before he gets full mana, though. Ideally, a blue would be perfect here. I don't have a convert that'd be worth it, so we'll just go for that. This will be enough damage to kill him, which secures one of our main objectives. Now we just have to destroy these two, so we still move up. Okay, we should be fine, but you never know. He's Miststalker. He hits very hard. He can two-shot anything on our team. And eventually up to one-shot if he goes too crazy. He gets enough kills. Oh, never mind. He wouldn't be able to get up to one-shot. He only gets 3 magic per thing. But let's go, and I guess poke's not enough. Actually, you know what is enough? If we hit a skull on him. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Nice. So take a skull. He'll take another one. Oh, why did I give it? I actually could take an White. I didn't give him that, but oh well. We're going to do this just to get our explosion. And apparently more skulls as well. Double check for any cascades. Doesn't look like it, so we'll take skull. Go for that. Also, anyone just getting here, make sure to use the redeem code. I don't currently have the interface up to just show it on here. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. If you guys want it, should have quite a few claims, so should still be used, or should still be able to be used. It will probably be for the rest of the stream as well. Yeah, make sure to use it. Just give some free resources as it normally would. Also, hello Marcelo, welcome. So long to get Class EXP. Yeah, it takes it could take upwards of a week to basically get it. It takes anywhere from about 25 to 50 hours approximately to get a hero class upgraded. Potentially even longer depending on what your win rate is. But yeah, it takes a very, very long amount of time to actually level up a hero class to max. And of course there's like 14 of them or something. And another one's coming this Friday as well. Oh, thank you, Zidicus. You really don't have to do that. But thank you.
Happy 4th of July. Have fun this evening.
Thank you, Zidicus. I guess that will go towards my meal. Thank you very much. Fastest way to gain Class EXP? Technically, the fastest way that you could ever end up doing it would be to go to Explore and just do Explore normally. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the event objective this week as well? I haven't even been doing any, but I should probably go do it on the new hero class that comes out. So we'll save it for then. But yeah, all we have to do is kill blues and explore this week, and the absolute quickest way to go and get Class EXP would be to go to any kingdom you want to trade stone for, or if there's an objective like this week, you can do it for that. And then just use any quick explore team. Doesn't really matter which, you know, what most of them are by this point. There's any of them that happens to use your hero on it is all you need. And this is the variant that I'll be going with, the Sunbird, Dawnbringer, Firebomb, Ogryn. And if we actually go bring a timer up, you can see that we'll get about 3 EXP approximately per... Actually, it might be slightly stronger if we replace out Ogryn with Rowan and put a Rowan there. But, yeah, let me go get the timer up real quick. And we should be able to get about 3 per minute, which is about 180 EXP per hour. Up to about 200 if we got really lucky and such. Is the green screen not working? Oh, no, never mind. It's because it's on top of the green that it looked like the green screen wasn't working. That's funny. But, yeah, if we go put the timer on, I believe it's about 3 per minute. Should be. Somewhere around there. Could be a bit slower because I'm not used to timing it with a hero class on it. I'm actually not even really that used to even using this team. Still need to go tweak it probably. But basically you just do that. Ideally you'd one-shot it right here. Actually I don't think we will because he has a mythic there. Unfortunate, but we'll go and just do that, Go out of our way just a little bit so we can go kill it out. And then kill it with the Sunbird there. As you can see, that took about 20 seconds or so. And that was a little bit of a longer battle. But yeah, this would give about 180 XP plus per hour if you can win at about the same speed. Which all you really need is Sunbird Rowan plus any hero weapon. Doesn't matter what. Just put Sunbird Rowan on your team with a Firebomb and you're good to go. That's essentially what it is. As you can see, that one went a lot quicker and it's up to the 20-second mark. So it took 40 seconds approximately. And then we just take this, and as you can see, it's about 3 per minute. And you can do this pretty consistently forever because Explorer is about the same thing every time unless you get mythics in it. Then it's slightly harder to kill. And apparently we're getting a slightly slower battle this time around as well. But Sunbird should be enough damage as long as he doesn't do something crazy, and dead. And as you can see, that's right at the minute mark right there. But you can get about 3 per minute, and that's 3 XP per minute. And yeah, that comes out to be about 180 XP per hour, give or take about 20, is about what you could do. And that's the quickest you can get ever, to my understanding. I don't think there's any possible way to get any higher than that. I know, PvP does give ingots and stuff. You would be sacrificing ingots, but you would be getting the benefit of quicker EXP towards your hero. So it really depends on which one you value more. Obviously, I generally value doing the PvP for the ingots more, But they are adding new ways, like a new minigame next patch to get ingots, so it might be a lot easier to get ingots starting next patch compared to EXP. Also, as I mentioned, the event objective is literally to do Explore this week, so you at least want to do that to 750. You get 12 event keys, 3 gem keys, 90 gems, some pretty decent rewards there. And they're pretty easy to get, as you can see. And Glacial Peaks does have the most amount of blue. Other kingdoms, if you wanted to, are things like Stormheim, Merlantis. I believe even Blackhawk has a decent amount of them. All the kingdoms have a lot of blue, so basically those few. Whichever one you need the trait stones in is pretty much which one you should go for. I just did Glacial Peaks because I already have all the trait stones, and that one has the most blues, so it's just the best one to go for. Anyways, what am I doing? Let's go back to raids and go do a few more of these. We're almost there. We need about 5,000 more points. We're getting there. The slow climb up. Apparently no one else in my guild's actually doing them at the moment, which is to be expected. It is a holiday after all. What do you think is the best? The best of what? Oh yeah, definitely Explore. If you only cared about Hero, EXP, and literally nothing else, Explore with the quickest team you could possibly do, like a Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, and Hero with anything, is pretty much the quickest EXP you can ever get. And it ranges from about 160 to 200 EXP per hour for your hero. Which means if you did it that way, you'd be able to max out every single class in about 25 hours or less. If you were to do it 100% in Explore and nowhere other than Explore. Though it would be okay to take breaks for like pet battles and stuff like that. Because those are actually relatively decent EXP too, particularly on the first few battles. And even some game modes, like the beginning of raids, beginning of invasions, beginning of the battles for specific classes and all those kinds of things, give really good initial EXP because the battles are so ridiculously weak and they still give you 2 EXP each, which is nice. He didn't go for the skull. Oh, but he went for a different skull. Never mind. Okay, we have a problem. We're actually in one-shot range. If he kills Hero, we instant lose. Oh, that was close. Okay, we don't have barrier right now, though. I have to take that skull or explode again. I'll explode again. Ooh! Oh, ooh! Okay, good. He didn't get skull. What even? Okay, anyways. He has 61 damage. We have to play the can we get insanely lucky game. Because if we die, will depend entirely on if he triggers poison. So let's see how lucky we are today. Not lucky, apparently. We die instantly, though it was 50% chance. But let's go and try getting her back the mana we need to actually kill out the boss. He's about to cast, and if he kills this, we pretty much lose. So, actually, there's a high chance we still lose this battle, but we did kill the boss and all his HP, so we don't move up to a stronger boss if we do lose, but we still retain all the points and damage we did to him. So we still get just as much damage done. It's just we don't get to a stronger boss. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We still could win. It's just all of our damage has died. So we have to win off entirely skulls and explosions. Which is definitely possible, but very unlikely. Especially since he has Miststalker. He's actually going to get another kill right now. And there's no point in me converting. Actually, is there a point? You know what? Actually, there is. I'm going to go convert it. And that doesn't really do much, but we'll go take a skull. He's going to get a kill. And now it comes down to Captain Skullbeard getting lucky. And that will determine the entire battle. And so far, so bad. And we're 2 shots away from death. Make that 1 shot because he burns. So he died the second he casts anything. Actually, if he casts Miststalker first, we live for 1 more turn. Nope, he didn't go for it. We dead off of burn. And down we go. Yep. But we still got the full points for doing the battle, so we just didn't move up to a harder boss is all. And I believe we actually get to fight it again as well. It's actually an interesting technique that you could technically use if you really wanted to. If you ever get if you feel like you've reached a point where you're just going to lose to literally every single battle, but then you find that the enemy has a really weak composition of some sort, you can just keep deliberately losing to that battle. Basically kill out the raid boss and then deliberately lose to it. It's one of the reasons why you sometimes see people have a lower amount of wins. Well, other than the fact that they might not be able to kill it. But one of the other strategies is to kind of just stay stagnant on a battle so that you keep going and constantly basically redoing it for an easier fight. So right here, I really want Explosion, I really want Brown, and I really want Red. So we'll go take that over. We'll get this for Mang. He's going to take another Skull. That's going to hurt us a decent amount because I'm not going to bother taking another Brown. But I definitely want the Mang to be able to one-shot him, so we'll do that. Get that down. He hits us pretty hard. Unless he hits a Doom Skull, though, he does not have enough to kill us. Sure, we should be okay. We'll get this into full mana. Oh, he gets another Skull, really? Okay, we're in danger zone, 2 HP, but as long as we keep ourselves buried and everything, we should be okay. I need to take this in a way that he doesn't get a skull would be ideal. He's going to take some yellow, so he might actually give us a skull by doing so. Never mind, he'd even go for it. Does that give us a skull? No, it doesn't actually. Oh, yes, it does, because it knocks the purple down. So hopefully he'll go for the yellow and fall for the trap, because we do get a Valraven kill if he does. He still hasn't gone for it, but we do get a skull nonetheless, so we'll do that. He'll take another skull. It's on our barrier, though, so it doesn't matter. We'll go re-barrier just to make sure we don't die here. And, yeah, he's just going to kill us with Miststalker now. Actually, you know what? No, we can still keep ourselves alive some. We'll go do that. Get barrier once again. Look at the barrier spam go. Of course, we're poisoned now. Once it gets level 100, we can't be poisoned anymore, which will make it so we could keep barrier spamming like we are right now. But oh, that reminds me. I did even set the brown storm. I still have it set to +1 glory. I guess it's not that big a deal. But yeah, I still have it set to +1 glory instead of brown storm, so we can keep barrier spamming. That does help a little bit. That change that they made the other day, so that we can now just keep spamming it over and over again. They didn't add it for that reason. They added it because of giants, and giants just work really good with the tree that they added, the storm tree. But nonetheless, it still is helpful for when we're not using it with giants, since we could just go and barrier spam off the initial turns by making a brown storm. Okay, let's go throw a second Mank. I'm actually going to throw it on this because I think it might be a bigger threat. I don't even know which one of them is a bigger threat at this point, but we have 314 attack if we can ever actually use it. I guess we'll go get some browns. We can still barrier the poison, so while we will waste our poison, while we will waste our barrier for it, like you just saw right there, the poison got rid of our barrier, it still makes it so we take less damage, and since we only have 2 HP, every HP matters a lot. So even taking a brown just to protect ourselves from that is actually helpful. So we'll do that just to make sure poison doesn't do another damage to us. And that time it didn't even do it at all, so we'll actually be able to absorb his damage. Oh, never mind. He hits healthiest. It's not going to matter. Also, we have enough to kill him, so it definitely won't matter. And down we go. We were able to keep the hero alive. But yeah, this hero is going to be so tanky. I will legitimately do that for one of the battles. If we have this hero class maxed out to level 100 by next week, whenever we do finally get it maxed out, on one of the raid battles, on one of the invasion battles, I will do nothing but use our hero and see if we can win. Just for one battle, just for fun. Nothing will be on my team except for Mank. The other 3 will be nothing. And see if we can still win that way. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I can't do that for raids, though, for the obvious reason that Zugolf will instant kill us. He hits through barrier, so the second he gets full mana, it's auto win. We can barely win with a full team, let alone just hero. A raids is a lot more annoying than invasions, I do have to say. I would definitely much prefer just doing invasions back-to-back than doing raids. While it is fun doing it specifically kingdom-focused, it's just the fact that Zugolf is Zugolf that makes it very annoying. You're essentially on a timer every battle, and if you go too slow, you just auto-lose to Zugolf. Okay, we'll go, and I don't have Mang down yet. I actually need mana, so we'll go explode the entire board. Do you know when next patch is coming? End of August, I believe. Or mid to late August, I believe was when it was going to be. Should we craft ingots in the Soul Forge to use common ones? Personally, the route I went is upgrade all my commons. Then after I've upgraded all my common weapons, I start converting the common into rare. Then I upgraded all the rare weapons, and then once I got all the rares done, I converted all the rares to ultra rare. And I basically am just repeating that all the way until we have every single thing maxed. That's the strategy I'm using, because eventually you will need every weapon maxed due to kingdom upgrades. Probably no time soon would you really need to go that overboard with it, but I am, just so I don't have to do it later. Also, now that they're adding legendary ingots via raids and invasions, yeah, you might as well just do it by that strategy. Because before, everyone was kind of upgrading, like before we knew that specifically, everyone was kind of upgrading all of their things into legendary ingots since they're the most useful ones. But now that they're just giving it out via raids and invasions pretty much, you could just go and instead go and do... just basically use them into their own category, and then once you finish off the category, then upgrade them to the next category and just keep working from there. Yeah, that's the general strategy I'd pretty much just keep using for all of them. I know they've been doing a lot of patches. They did say they wanted to get 6 patches out this year, and I believe they've done 3 major patches, if I'm not mistaken, or has it been 4? Let me see. There was raids, invasions. There was pets. There was the most recent one. Am I forgetting one? Otherwise, that's 3. But yeah, they were planning 6 major patches this year, and they're pretty much on track to do so. Fourth one will probably be August. Fifth one will probably be like late October. And the final one would probably be right before December, before they close out for the year. So like midway through December. We'll go, what do we have here? I don't have barrier. Oh, I have a skull just sitting there. What am I doing? Go for that. Go and get more explosion. Ideally into a skull. Perfect. Extra turn skull at that too. And another skull. Dead. Yeah, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. That sounds about right. Also, hello, Kelsey. Welcome. Should we craft ingots in the... Oh, never mind. I already answered that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. If we go into our ingots right now, I mean, into our weapon things, basically the whole strategy that I'm doing, if we go and search it by rarity, rarity, where are you? Rarity, okay. So if we go all the way down, basically, legendary and mythic ones, you obviously put into whatever the best weapon is. I'm personally holding my mythic ones, just because while Mang is technically the best thing to put it in right now, it doesn't gain too big of a benefit from actually being upgraded. So I personally will not be upgrading it in hopes that the next mythic weapon they add that is like a Dawnbringer, in that it uses 3 colors, will be better than Dawnbringer, at least as far as its perks are concerned. So I'm personally not upgrading Dawnbringer, even though, of course, most people... If you were to use mythic ingots at this current moment in time, Dawnbringer is obviously the best thing to put into. Next up, as far as legendaries, these two you put into the best ones. These would mainly be things like Divine Protector and Mang would be the highest 2 priorities. Though if you wanted to go into some other things, some other decent ones would be like Black Manacle, Bronze Lock Pistol. I believe Cauldron wasn't even that bad. I believe it has explosions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Explode a Random Gem it has. That's not too much mana, though. But it has a few other things that goes on top of it. It also steals 2 mana from the first. So you could potentially get, like, 7 mana back to your Cauldron, which would be nice. And if you start it with half mana, you could basically just keep it going at half mana. Yeah, there's not too many really, really good ones out there. Oh, and Mountain Crusher. Yeah, Mang, Mountain Crusher, and Divine Protector, I'd say, are the highest 3 priorities. Mountain Crusher gets even more explosions. I believe it also gains some stat benefits. It gets additional Explode on Brown, which isn't really that useful because it automatically does it. The most useful thing about this is actually the fact that it gains Dust Storm on its 6/1. This is really, really decent because obviously this weapon explodes all Browns on the board. And if you had a Dust Storm, which makes more Brown fall into the board, you'd have even more explosions. So this is actually insanely good on Mountain Crusher. Actually, that might be my next priority. We'll probably get Mang to like 5 or 6, whatever I was going to do, and then get Mountain Crusher to 6, because that's actually really insanely useful on Mountain Crusher. It will override your other storms, you do have to keep in mind. Though, more often than not, if you're specifically doing this on a Dragon team, you're not normally running storms on Dragon teams if you're running 4 times Dragons. Almost no Dragon. Actually, I believe 0 Dragons actually have storms naturally. So this would cover you for Brown Storm, which would be pretty cool. Which covers your Mountain Crusher to keep spamming mana, which is nice. But yeah, I will be getting that eventually. Probably up to tier 6. Probably tier 8 would be fine too. Some of them actually can be negative though, you do have to keep in mind. Like for example, the Explode that we have on our current weapon, Divine Protector, is technically a negative effect. Like we go, where's Divine Protector? It's in alphabetical order, where are you? If we go into Divine Protector, the 1 explosion on yellow it has is technically a bad thing. If the weapon had no board control, that'd be insanely good. But since it has some board control, it basically, we create our gems and then it overwrites one of our yellow with an explosion, basically making it possible that it undoes our extra turn, which is annoying. It makes it so we have a more guaranteed chance of getting some mana if we were to miss, but it lowers our chance of extra turning, which is annoying. But I'm mainly doing it because we can eventually gain barrier on it every single time, essentially making our hero unkillable for the most part, which would be very nice. But yeah, as far as upgrades, I didn't even go and bother showing it, but the main thing I came in here to go show, of course, is basically what you do is you just go to the lowest rarity one, and you just upgrade all the commons, and you upgrade all the rares, and then you upgrade the common ingots into rare ones, and then rares into ultra rares, and you just basically keep going down the line. And that's essentially what I'm doing, literally going down the line. But you can also upgrade them based on which kingdoms you need weapons for, of course. As far as epic ingots, I haven't bothered using any of these yet. Some of them are converted into legendary ones, though I believe the rest of them I will not be doing that with. I mainly just did that if I'm in a pinch to only get like 1 or 2 more legendary ingots to get an important weapon upgrade. I'll kind of cave and go and bother to upgrade it. But as far as epic ones, none of them are too particularly good. I think Silent Knight, if you happen to own, it's the best one that actually gains a benefit from it. Prey Seeker actually gets to Hunter's Mark all enemies, which is kind of cool as well. but most of them aren't really too exceptionally good. And for the most part, you're kind of just doing them if you need them for a kingdom. There are some kingdoms where the lowest rarity thing as far as the weapon is like an epic weapon currently. So, yeah, you might need to focus on those to get your kingdoms upgraded. But, yeah, for the most part, most of these are just useless. You kind of just do them for the sake of kingdoms. But yeah, anyways, that's essentially the strategy we're going with. Actually, if we go under our Soulforge right now, we can even go convert the ones we have. So, of course, we can just go in here, convert all of our rares into, or all of our commons into rares. It's fine. Convert all of our ultra rares, or all of our rares into ultra rares now that we don't need them anymore. And there we go. And of course, technically, we can go craft our epics into legendaries if we wanted to. But we wouldn't want to do we wouldn't want to do our ultra rares into epics yet, since we haven't yet maxed out all of our ultra rare weapons. I guess technically you could make the same argument that you shouldn't do all your epics into legendaries, though there's way, way, way more legendaries than there are epic weapons. So even if you were to convert these some, you would still have all of your epic weapons maxed way before you would have all of your legendary weapons maxed. But anyways, yeah, that's that. And yeah, it's pretty much Ingot upgrading in a nutshell. Let's go back to raids for a few more battles. And if you guys still have anything else you want me to go over, just let me know, and we'll make sure to do so. We're almost there. 4,000 more points. Okay, let's go into our battle. What do you think about this team? Dragon Guard with Mountain Crusher, Dragon Soul, Divinia, and Glitterclaw. I think it would be better with a KrissTigger instead of Glitterclaw. Generally, you only use Glitterclaw if you're using World Breaker or some other context of team. You need to make sure whatever you're doing as your damage source can actually utilize the Fairy Fire enough that it'd be worth it. Also, you need to make sure that whatever you're feeding green into is also worth it. But in the case of that team, you're not feeding green into anything. Every single time you use Glitterclaw, you want to make sure there's at least one other green on the team, because using it as your only green is actually not that good. In the context of a dragon team, you'd be way better just using KrissTigger, or way better off if you happen to have it. Oh, why did I do that? I literally... I forgot what game mode I'm playing for a second. I was like doing that as if this is PvP. That's a fail. Okay, we have a problem now. Big problem. I don't have the mana I need to do anything. We have barrier, so we'll let him hit us there. That'll be fine. So we'll go take our blue right there. Go get a Mang down before he dies somehow. And hopefully he'll give us a skull. That's not what I meant by get a skull. Oh yeah, we'll go take that down. We're in one-shot range. Miststalker's probably going to be the thing that kills us. I need to go get mana. Hopefully we'll have enough to explode here. I believe we do. And now we just need a lot of luck. Stop getting so much mana. Stop killing the things we need. Okay, we have a problem now too. In that we might not be able to win. Okay, we'll go for that. I'll need 2 hits on him before he dies. And he's almost at full mana already. I'll try cascading this in a way we'll get an extra turn. So we'll do that. But that's not what I meant. No! Okay, good. He didn't kill the... Ooh, but he gains barrier. Ooh. Alright, we're in trouble. I gotta at least kill him if we can, or at least apply one more hit, if nothing else. Nice, nice. Do we convert? We don't gain much. We gain a single thing. So we'll just take a red instead. Is it worth doing now? No, it's still the same horribleness that it already was. I don't want to give him any skulls either if we can help it, which that would give him a skull. I could go for convert, which I think would be fine then. So we'll just go for the convert and get him up. We'll do that, or get her up. And now we need to hit him 2 times before he gains full mana. And as long as we do that, that's okay. We don't have to win out the battle. As long as we end up doing that objective, we'll be good. Wait, how'd that do enough damage? Oh, duh, I forgot. I keep thinking I only have 3 times damage because I almost always have 3 times damage. But I forgot this week we have 4 times because I bothered to get the higher upgrade on her. I didn't bother doing Mythic, though. We're probably already going to have way more than enough to max out the guild, so it would have been pointless if I would have went further. Unless I was planning on leaderboard, which I'm not. I'm planning on doing the raid invasion for leaderboard. Okay, at this point, I should probably just let him win for time's sake, because we are definitely going to lose this battle. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll still win. He's 2 Miststalkers away from killing us, and as long as he doesn't take any skulls, we could have some potential. You never know. We'll try for a skull there. Actually got it. Wow. Very nice. If we keep that kind of luck up, we actually could win this. We'll go take that. Oh, he just agiled. No, you did not just agile that. That's bad. We'll go for a convert here. That'll give us a skull that we can actually take as well. For free, too. Nice. What? Stop agiling. It doesn't matter if I kill him, though. We don't gain any more points, but... wow. I think we actually could have won if he didn't agile a single time. But he agiled, like, every time, pretty much. Or feels like it. There we go. Finally, he dies, but a little late. We already died a Miststalker. Unless we could do like 5 skulls in a row or 6, however many it is. And of course we only get 1 in and he kills us. But that was kind of to be expected at that point. Anyways, let's go give it another shot. Mr. Lonely, did I get your Patreon donation? I believe I did. I did not check though. I will soon be stopping my Patreon though. And probably just doing it all via the... Whoa! You gave a lot, I believe. Let me see. Notifications. It spiked up out of nowhere. But yeah, thank you for the $10 pledge. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'll probably still be keeping my Patreon up just for people that do want to do it. But I will be integrating all of that into YouTube soon. Okay, we'll go and do that. Because YouTube is updating it with a pretty major patch, I believe, in the next month or so. Which will finally make it viable enough for me to finally go and set it up. But technically I can set it up now, but it's been like something on the... It's been in like basically beta for a while. At one point closed beta, now it's just open beta. And they still haven't like officially released it. And I've kind of been waiting for that before I really bothered setting it up. But I believe they're doing that by the end of this month. Okay. We'll go and take another skull. See what else we can get here. Throw the poke down, throw the explosion, dead. And down it goes. Happy 4th of July, Durain. And everyone else as well. Yeah, with that being said, we probably will be heading out in the next battle or two. As I mentioned, we'll be heading out about at 7, and that's in a half an hour from now. Mainly going to be checking how busy it is. And that will kind of determine when we head down. But we might just head down earlier and just wait out the line. I'm normally not a big fan of doing that, but it's going to be a long line pretty much regardless, I'm pretty sure. So I guess the earlier we get there, the better. So if anyone still has any other remarks or anything to mention, let me know, or questions that you have. Otherwise, this will probably be our last battle. Let's see. I know, thank you, Mr. Lonely. It's greatly appreciated, anything that you guys can do to support. Helps out a great deal. Obviously, YouTube doesn't make the greatest amount of money when you're this small. So any donations that you guys give helps out a huge amount. So thank you for that. Okay, we'll go and let's take the red, throw a Mang at him, go from there. So we got our extra turn off of that, get the Mang down. What else do we need here? I guess we'll just go forward the explosion into a bunch of pokes. So we'll do that. See if we can get any cascade. Doesn't look like it. Still don't have the extra turn. Oh wait, we do have extra turn. We can cascade to that. Doesn't give us a skull though. And we do have another one though, so we'll go for that again. Take the skull and go from there. Ooh. To take the blue or not to take the blue? I think I don't. So we'll just do that. Oh wow, we actually cascaded extra turn too. How long is this turn gonna go on for? Wow. We might as well keep going. Let's see. Ah, okay. It couldn't go forever apparently. It went pretty well though. Okay, we'll go and throw the poke on him. That'll kill him. And all we have to do now is find one skull. So just gotta find that. And there's our one skull. Plenty of skulls. And down it goes. But yeah, happy 4th of July, everyone. Let's see. What is the best way to get gems? Gems. Buying them. Just kidding. Actually, technically buying them is the best way of getting them. But of course, most people aren't going to bother spending money. But if you want to do it for free, the absolute best way to do so is, well, there's several different ways. For one, make sure you're, as far as passive ways, make sure you're in a decent guild. The better guild, the higher gold requirement guild, the better. The higher your gold's, the higher your guild's minimum gold requirement, the better. Mine is currently 1 million gold. Some are more towards like 100,000 or 300,000 or 500,000. Some are like 2 million, like the really top like 0.001%. Like the top, I think like 5 or 10 guilds are like that. But my guild's a 1 million requirement, and the higher that is, the better. Because the higher that is, the more resources you're getting. That, for one, you'd be getting those gems, but you also get things that make you so you don't have to spend gems. For example, we get a lot of event keys and glory keys. I mean, event keys and gem keys from the guild, and glory keys as well. And these basically make it so we don't have to spend gems on gem keys, nor do we have to spend gems on event keys. So when new mythics, for example, come out like this Friday, there might be a high possibility I spend 0 gems simply because we've accumulated so many gem keys that we won't need to spend any gems, which would be very useful. So even though we're not actually getting gems from this, it's making it so we don't have to spend gems, which is nice. Other than that, tributes this late in the game actually are really big at giving of gems. As you can see, my average tribute pretty much gives me like 9 gems or so. The amount of gems you get from a tribute is however many tributes you get at once, minus 1. And times that by 2 is how many gold keys you get. And gold keys also have a slight chance of giving you some gems as well. Very small, but about every 100 or so gives you about 1 gem. Other than that, if you want to just grind them out, one way to do so is treasure hunt. Treasure hunt generally gives you 1 gem every single time you do it, approximately. Assuming you have a couple thousand maps, basically all you do is just rush through them as quickly as possible and just hope you get lucky off them. If you're specifically trying to get gems, you could try getting them up to green chests, which would give you the highest chance of actually yielding a lot of gems. Though more often, I just rush through them as quickly as possible, just go from there, and whatever resources we get is what we get. But if you really wanted to optimize the amount of gems you get as many green chests on the board as possible, and you'd end up getting a pretty decent amount of them. More often than not, it's going to be about 1, but it comes out to about 60 gems per hour. And if you use all the resources you got from treasure hunt on the keys, like if you use all the gold on gold keys, and if you use all the glory on glory keys, you would yield about 70 to 80 gems per hour from doing maps, which is the highest rate you can actually get currently within the entire game, which is also why they're hesitant to buff maps, because it is technically the highest gem rate in the game. So as you can see right there, we did end up getting 1 gem, and that took us like, what, a minute? And then we also get a few other resources. And if you put these resources like gold and glory into their respective keys, you would have a potential chance of gaining even more gems. And other than that, of course, daily objectives, whatever these say, if they happen to give gems, they're pretty decent for gems, as you can see. You basically just run with Dragon Soul first slot with whatever the other 3 are. Try using your hero if you can, just to gain some EXP, and just run through these quickly. Easiest way to do it is first challenge Divining Fields, or really first challenge anywhere for the most part. Any of them that will die in 2 Dragon Soul casts is what you want to do. And you basically just use any team with Dragon Soul up front with whatever you use as your required troops. And ideally your hero in there if it fits. Other than that, the other way is to do the objectives that they have every single week. They always give some amount of gems, some weeks more than others. This week's actually a slightly smaller amount, mainly because it's giving gem keys and event keys. But you can see you even still get 90 gems from doing it this week. And all you have to do is kill a bunch of stuff and explore. Generally, if you're doing that, you just use any of the quick explore teams. We have to kill blues, so Glacial Peak's the best place to do it in. And you just use something like Sunbird, Dawnbringer, Firebomb, Ogren. Or if you don't have this, Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, hero using literally any weapon would be the alternative. Technically, that might even be quicker. I still haven't tested them compared to each other yet. But I'm just using this for now. And let's go grab that. But yeah, you definitely don't need Dawnbringer. Literally any hero weapon works. And you just do that. Throw Sunbird, dead. Or Rowan if you're running down the Rowan route, either or. And it just does that. And you gain your event gems, which eventually lead to actual gems, as well as other gem-related resources. And you get a decent amount of hero XP since you're using your hero on it. It's actually the quickest hero XP in the game doing that. And someone just did a legendary task. That's also what they look like, by the way. They give a lot of various high-end rewards, as well as just resources in general. As you can see, we got 1 gem key, 50 glory, and 100... I mean, 50 glory keys and 100 glory from it. And yeah, that's pretty much all the ways you gain gems. Also, there's a logging in constantly now gives gems as well every 7th day. That's a pretty small amount. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, I believe, as far as gems. The main way that you really obtain them is from guild and maps. And you get, the small trickle comes from tributes, these objective thingies, and your event objectives for the week. But yeah, with everything considered, you can get about... let's see. I would say about 500 to 1,000 gems per week, automatically, kind of, as well as not counting gem-related resources. Plus, you could also farm at a rate of about 60 to 80 per hour through treasure hunt. So that's basically the only rates of really getting gems. They are a pretty slow resource to accumulate, of course, given that it is the premium currency of the game. But they are pretty generous with the means that they do have. For the most part, I don't really find myself really running out unless we get really unlucky with a mythic. And I'm still able to do most content, but that's mainly because we're an end game. It can be a little bit of a grind before you have like a reserve of gems. I would say probably about 100 to 200 hours of playing, maybe even longer, if you're playing 100% free to play before you really have a reserve of them. Because generally, as a newer player, you're throwing them almost immediately. You throw them initially into Dragon Armor, then Celestial Armor, then basically 50 bolts or gem keys, and then it takes a while before you really get a decent amount of them stacked up. What should you use first to get the new mythic? Seals or gem keys? Assuming your seals are maxed. Well, actually that depends. Have you done your seals to the point where you've gotten every single one of those troops up to mythic yet? 4 copies up to mythic. I would probably say gem keys first if you haven't. I don't know, it really depends. Because you have to keep in mind, if your seals haven't been maxed yet, they're only 50% of a gem key. If you have it at 40,000, but you don't have every single one of the Guardians 4 copies mythic, it's only half a gem key, whereas your gem key is a whole gem key. So technically your chance would be higher off of gem keys. Though if they both were maxed out, like what mine currently are, where you have 4 copies of all the Guardians up to mythic, then they technically be the exact same drop rate. Assuming you're up to 40,000, of course. Do make sure your guild is there first before you do that. Also, thank you, Alexander, for your subscribe. Much appreciated. Does equipping pets actually change the stats? No. Equipping pets have no effect on anything at the current moment in time. They might eventually add something where that would be a thing, or maybe cosmetic ways to kind of like decorate them and stuff. But at this current moment in time, the pet you have equipped is literally irrelevant. All it is just for cosmetic purposes, just to have a cute pet on your shoulder. But yes, there's no effect for having a pet equipped. It does absolutely nothing. All pets are always active constantly. So whatever one you have equipped is just for the sake of visual effect. Similar to how now you can wear any armor you want while still having the effect active. If you go under your hero and go to appearance and armor bonus, you can select which one you have the armor bonus for. Obviously I have Death Knight active, but we wear dragon armor always because I prefer how this one looks compared to Death Knight armor. Also it's dragon, so it's automatically better. But yeah, it's so you can wear like any of them that you've bought in. So even like the useless ones, like let's say like pirate armor, if we really wanted to, we can go and wear it while still having the same bonus of the good armor, which is nice. But yeah, let me just go and switch back to dragon armor, and there we go. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy. Actually, let me double check if I didn't miss any other questions. Were there any other questions I may have missed? But otherwise, I hope you all enjoy your 4th of July. I'll be heading out and heading out to dinner. Let's see. Also, thank you once again, Zidakis, for the donation. Greatly appreciated. As well as everyone who's supporting me through Patreon or just in general. As well as you guys who just constantly keep coming back. Really helps out a lot. Really appreciate it. And yeah, hope you all enjoy your holiday if you do celebrate it. Otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Obviously, today was slightly different time, mainly because of 4th of July. But yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back tomorrow. Obviously, we won't be doing that tonight as we'll be busy. And this Friday, quite a bit of nice stuff. We're getting a new hero class as well as a new mythic. So we'll be messing with that. I'll be trying to power level this hero class so I can do a video on it, hopefully on Sunday, Saturday, we'll see. Once I get it to level 70, I'll be doing a video covering it. Of course, we'll be streaming it for quite a bit on Friday and Saturday as well, trying to power level it and all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, enjoy the holiday. See y'all later, and goodbye, everyone. Thank you for coming down.